Hello. We am live. Barely. So, figured I'd do a random live stream because I need to put out some type of content. And live streams are easy for the most part. So, uh, yeah, I don't know how many people are going to be hanging out at all tonight, but I have a box to open from the Chosen Prime. So, that's a big yay. Can't seem to find a good medium, literally, for the camera. So, as the title denotes, yes, I have the Rona, as it were. Tested positive today. That sucks. But, such is life. Jerry, I see you there in the comments. What's going on? But yeah, basically, I've been sick since Monday. If you guys caught my quick video about having jury duty, I think the first time I must have broke a fever without knowing I had a fever was before I went to jury duty because I was sweating like a mother when I got into jury duty, and then I felt fine like all the rest of the afternoon until I got home. And then that's when it just hit me like a freaking ton of bricks. Everything hurt. I've had chills. I was hot. Couldn't cool down. Couldn't warm up. All of those things like that. Yeah, thank you, Anthony. Appreciate that. Today, like I said, today was the day I got tested. I went to Walgreens. Apparently they have free testing, but I had to book it a day ahead of time. Like I booked it yesterday morning, and they couldn't get me in until this morning. So that kind of sucks if you need the results. So today my fever has been just going up and down, breaking every couple hours. Nothing ridiculous, hitting the low hundreds. Stuff like that. Currently, it's roundabout normal, and as you can see, I sound better right now than I have for the last 3 days. Like yesterday, I sounded like this. Like it was just all crud. Like a lot of phlegm buildup in the throat, which was my big problem. Like I had a real bad sore throat Monday night, Tuesday morning, because of clearing it so much from all the drainage. But I've got all the kind of pills and meds and stuff like that you should need. I've got Miss SHOKY looking after me. She tested negative today, so she's good. She's also vaccinated, so she's safe. She can still go to work. I have to wait until at very least the 7th before I can go back to work, unless I have more than a 24-hour period with no fever naturally. So we'll see what happens. But the stupid thing is, I'm supposed to be on vacation next week anyways. So basically, I ended up with this week off. And then I would have worked through next week, and then we would have gone on another trip to Dallas next Saturday. So that kind of sucks. So yeah, this blows. I have no idea where I may have picked it up. We've been kind of getting around. It could have happened at work. Could have happened at a brewery or a restaurant or anything. Walmart. Who knows? So that sucks. I still don't feel right because obviously I'm still sick. Like I said, don't have much of a fever at the moment. Feeling okay. I'm just kind of tired. So I'm going to do this for a couple hours, just hang out with you guys, and then I'm going to bed. But I did film a bunch of stuff today because I have my voice back. So I started doing another one of these guys. Did an out the box for that figure. And by the way, guys, apparently I have been corrected. All these years I've been saying 52 toys, but they've now come out and said it's supposed to be 52 toys. So from now on, I'll be saying that. It's going to be hard to always do it, but that's the thing. So yay for that. Lots of liquids and rest. Yes, I have a big cup of water right here. But aside from that, And by all means, I will answer any questions about stuff as you guys want to chit chat and things. But right now, I want to open this box. Let me do it upside down, make my life easier. Actually, one thing that is great about this is that because Miss Shoki is not sick, she has to wait on me hand and foot. So she had to do laundry today because I couldn't go to the laundry room. Also, I was kind of napping for part of that. She had to go to the store for me to pick up stuff that I needed. So, some small benefit to it. However small having a terrible sickness is. Okay, so this is a box from The Chosen Prime. And the fact that I ordered again from them after they still have left me hanging on those Unicron wings is only because they're the only ones who had these particular items in stock. If you guys recall, do I have them on the desk? Yeah. Sorry, I had to do this. Oh, yeah. So if you guys recall the New Age Galvatron review from a couple weeks ago, I said I was planning on getting more of that mold. Hey. There we go. So I did. So we have the number 24 Karate Master Machio from the multiverse. So this is actually a Shattered Glass Megatron using this mold. Because apparently, I guess in the Shattered Glass mode, Galvatron was Megatron and had this kind of jet mode thing. And I saw today that ironically that Hasbro decided to redo the Siege Megatron mold again as the Shattered Glass Megatron. And it looks terrible. This, on the other hand, looks really freaking cool. I will have to find my Shattered Glass Decepticon logos. I know there should be in the pile. But I know my other ones are here somewhere. My Shattered Glass Autobot logos are here. Where are my Shattered Glass? Here, I'll look for those. Got my first... Oh, Eric. Got my first Grandpa Gundam my old man got it for. You've never built a Grandpa. That's weird. Also, happy birthday to Mr. Aguilar. He has turned many years old today. I don't know how old he is. But it's his birthday. Wait, Machio like Ralph. Yeah. Because the Shattered Glass Soundwave was also Karate Kid related. So that's Ralph Macchio, and the other one was what was the other guy's name? Help me out here. Any day now. And then also another really cool remold of this. Give us this guy, Geralder. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it's their version of Trexus from the comics, which is pretty awesome. Lord of the Black Mountain. Yes, I was wondering what would break first. Is this supposed to be the Nightfall thing, or did they actually do that in the comics? I don't even know. But he looks pretty sick, not gonna lie. 34, and yes, beside the SDCS one, not one Grandpa. Huh. Weirdo. Should my first Grandpa got him a Saturday according to shipping, man. Fuck, but I had to buy my cell phone. Which one did you get, Eric? I almost got the entry grade one the other day. Target has it. To throw it on the pile of Grandpas that I'm building this year. And by the way, I am done with the double Zeta. I was doing the transformations again just to make sure I've got it down. So when I do the video, I'll know what the hell I'm doing, because it's not super complicated, but part of the transformations are annoying. If you guys have done that. Also, I need to do another retro review. See, today's Wednesday, so MG the Origin. Okay. It's okay. Origin one was okay. I still prefer the Beyond Global out of the two that came out together like that. So I do need to do another retro review. I'll probably knock that out tomorrow after the meds kick in the morning and the wifey goes to work. Excuse me, I'm a bit burpy. Because I got to do some more Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. And, I've got the other ones just kind of chilling down here. So, dude, that means you won't be able to go to Model Mania. I guess not. I mean, when is Model Mania? I might not have gone to Model Mania anyways, given when we were going to go on vacation. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Also, I forgot it's a live stream. It's a live stream. We got to have the Trophy of Apathy, the Funicorn. Also, I talked to Big Shot Toy Works the other day, and they said there's some new things in the works regarding the Funicorn. May 8th. Oh, that's Sunday. I mean, maybe. I mean, if I'm not showing any symptoms and I don't have a fever, they said that I'm basically good to go around and do things. But we were going to go out of town on the 7th. If that math is correct, we were going to go out of town that Saturday or that weekend anyway. So no, I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't get to see the pretty zero I made. I mean, you're going to send me pictures regardless. Robert White never built a grandpa. Why has nobody ever built grandpa? What the hell? I just saw last week, however many years ago, I built the MG 3.0. Was it 7 years ago? Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I will say, I do have a little bit of that COVID fuzziness. And actually, I can feel my sinuses building pressure again, so I need to take some stuff before bed tonight. And not having any breathing issues, as far as I can tell. No shortness of breath. Everything is clear. I was mostly worried about getting a lot of sinus drainage and stuff like that, but so far, so good. Like I said, I'm taking all the things. I was already loading up on vitamin D3, zinc, and things like that. So just adding more of that, plus picked up some some orange juice, and of course, Dayquil, NyQuil, all those things like that to help break fevers. I've built 4 grandpas. See, Munchkin Modeling Man 72 has built a bunch of grandpas. Started with the really old wing HG kits. So, I'm getting the feeling of youngest here. You might be. Don't really ask ages around here. But that's okay. I do want to open this real quick. So this will be I'm going to open up the Traxxas. I want to save the other one for the patroneers. All of 3 of them I've got left. Look, fine if you're young. Don't do anything young-ish. I don't know what that means, but don't do it. Oh, this is so pretty. Holy crap. All right. Oh, okay. So he comes with the same hands that the Galvatron did, so that's cool. But they threw in 2 extra trigger hands. Okay. That's weird. Okay. So he's got gun trigger hands, but he doesn't have a gun. Odd. Okay, so let me pull this out here. So if I remember correctly, this was one of the other random Decepticon leaders. So awesome. Okay. I have no idea. Oh, that's an axe. Oh, it's not a gun, it's a pickaxe. That's badass. Okay. Just very scared that that's going to scrape. So guys, look at this. This thing is almost 100% painted. Look at this. Look at this guy. Of course, my light is too bright for the coolness factor. He's all metallic blue and silver, gunmetal, black. That's awesome. Gold. Yeah, I'm super. Gotta be careful because this whole pickaxe weapon thing is painted, but he's supposed to hold it like that. It's pretty interesting reuse of the mold, as far as I can tell. It's pretty neat. Jason, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, sorry I have not gotten back to you about the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad weapons. We'll figure that out sometime soon. I'm at the point where I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to keep them. So whether or not I take your weapons will be on the thing. Built the MG 2.0 Gramps last year, but as an accessory for the armor. Armor. Decent collection of Gundams from the mid 90s to now. Cool. I have a decent collection of Gundams from the mid 2000s to now. I think you appreciate that, MX. I hope I feel better too, because this sucks. Like, I'm not that bad off, but I'm bad enough that it sucks. But here's the funny part. The thing that has been the worst, I don't know if it's technically COVID related or if it's a combination of going for a walk on Sunday and having jury duty on really old, like wooden pews, that my tailbone, my lower back, and my legs have been killing me since Monday. And only now in the last few hours have really kind of chilled out. It's really kind of strange. Like, if you guys don't, for those who don't know, I hurt my lower back and my tailbone back when I worked at Walmart, and I fell. Excuse me. I fell and I landed on my tailbone, and I didn't break it, but it was enough to do a little bit of nerve damage. So ever since then, I can't sit too long on wooden chairs, like without any padding. So having to sit like the first hour or so on just a straight wooden pew, and then the rest of the time at jury duty on a similar pew, but with about that thick a padding, just totally was killing me. And then of course I went to the bar after that. So I was sitting on a bar stool. So just ever since then, it's just been killing me. Carlo Verg, what's going on? Thank you. I appreciate that. I haven't seen you in a long time. It's all good though. So tomorrow I'm gonna get busy doing reviews and cleaning up in here because the Shoky cave is a mess. I've started at least 2 quickies. I need to finish those. I need to do the retro review. I need to do the double Zeta review. And then I need to figure out what I'm going to build next. Because I've got time to kill. I have to do a tiny bit of repair work to my Halo gun. It took a spill the other day and knocked off some paint. So I got to add some chipping to cover up the raw stuff. Also, I did have a custom piece made for my Halo rifles, both mine and Miss Shoky's, and it's custom little reticle or number ammo counter thingy, however you want to call it. So I've got to figure that out. So I've cleaned one off entirely, like removed the tampo paint. So I need to like paint it clear blue or maybe even metallic blue enough that light can come through it. I'm going to add an LED, and then the decal will go on the surface. So hopefully that'll be a thing. Been busy kits in video games and stuff. Cool. You are so underrated. Thanks. I appreciate that. I am underrated. Then again, I haven't been doing much. It's like, that's kind of the problem. For years, I went at this incredibly hard, and then in the last 2 years, just been kind of, stuff happens when I get to it. Now, I am doing this, by the way, this is streaming over to my third channel over on It Doesn't Have to Make Sense. I just figured I needed something to go up over there. So if you are watching from that channel, hi. Obviously, I have not been doing many music reactions and things like that. I was going to do a Home Friday live stream, but those are getting a little old. I mean, I like them. The last one got so many copyright claims and got blocked on four different videos that I watched that night got blocked. So that video actually could not be posted until after I removed those videos. So if you go back and rewatch that live stream, there's chunks missing because I had to do that so that it would actually be able to be watched. So no more Teddy Swims ever again. And no more. See, no more Teddy Swims and no more We the Kings. So that sucks. I made music. Oof. The custom. Which custom? The the custom grays that I started forever ago. It's still sitting over there because I wanted to get more reviews out of the way, and then I just haven't gotten back to it. To be honest, I haven't been in the right mindset to get back to it because I focused on it for so long. I got slightly burned out on it. Especially when you're customizing something that heavily, it's hard when you stop to get back to it. I've got it out in the open so I can see it, so it can remind me that it needs to be done, but it's still sitting there. But I needed to do other projects, either just to build other stuff in general for review or things like the Halo rifle. So it's sitting there. And like I was real happy with the progress I made on it. It was doing really good. I just haven't got there. Hold on. About the tailbone stuff, something similar happened to me when I was a kid. Until now, lower back hurts. I lay down on my belly. I ask sister to step on my lower back as a massage. I mean, yeah, that could work. You know what's really funny? If I fall asleep on my belly, say I'm tossing and turning like I do, and I sleep on my belly, my lower back hurts a lot. Now, I assume that has to do with the amount of belly I have, which I'm trying to get rid of, which is why I've been going for walks. Been doing workout videos. I'm probably going to do a workout video tomorrow to keep up my cardio, stuff like that. Stay healthy while stuck at home. Damn, are you going to be okay, Fire Ninja 1? I probably. I don't know. I'm hoping so. Prayers and whatnot. I'm going to take care of myself. Doing okay for now. Like, usually, most people that I know that have had the Rona say, like, the first 3 to 4 days is the worst, and then it's just kind of slogging through the lesser form of what you've been through. So I'm on day 3 of being sick. So if tomorrow is the worst, then I'll be okay with that. Like right now, I'm actually feeling a lot of sinus pressure, but also this really bright light in my eyes is kind of hurting. So it is what it is. But I mean, other than right now, other than just general crudiness, like my body hurts, my head hurts, sinuses are kind of a wreck. I have heartburn, but that's my own fault. I'm just kind of fine. My fever, my I've been running a fever all day between high 99s and tipping towards 101. I took it right before the live stream and it was damn near normal. So at least for right now, I'm doing okay. I have broken a fever. I have like this morning when my fever finally broke after I took my first round of Dayquil and ate breakfast with some hot sauce and stuff like that. I sweated so bad. Like I took a picture and sent it to the wife because my shirt was soaked. I was like, well, my fever broke. It's like it's a little ridiculous. Yeah, I'll be good. Just eat good food and lots of water. How do I eat water? Ice. Ice is how. Okay, okay. I mean, I'm dead. The one thing that has definitely not been a problem is having an appetite. See, the wife keeps talking about me being sick, like her being sick. She's like, yeah, he's got an appetite. He doesn't seem that down. He doesn't want to nap or sleep all day. It's like he's not even sick. I was like, because I'm not sick in the way you get sick, baby. It's like, I'm sure I'll hit that day where I'm just gonna crash. That'll probably happen. I'll just run out of energy. But as long as I keep putting stuff in me and keeping good, like earlier, I was filming when I felt really good, and then I dipped off in the middle of the afternoon, and now I'm kind of back riding a high again. Side note, Ben R's here. Almost finished with my Higgyuk. The O, sorry, that was really hard to say. It is a fun kit, but I painted a lot of it to make it feel complete. Good. Good thing you did that. Jerry, when I had it, the only real trouble I had was feeling like death in the morning when not being able to breathe before bed. That's weird. I do have some pain in my chest, but I'm fairly certain that's from doing push-ups. Like it's here. Like surface level. Or coughing. For anybody who's ever had any kind of disease where you have to cough a lot, I say disease, sickness. I once had this weird virus, guys, and they could not identify it. They just knew it was going around, couldn't identify it. It gave me near constant sinus drainage and made me cough. Like no fever, no nothing. It was just those two symptoms, and it just would not stop. I'd have to take Claritin D or something along those lines to try to get my sinuses to quit draining. But there was one time in the midst of this, and it went on for about 6 months. Like no joke, it just would not go away. That sucks. One time I would breathe and my heart hurts, so the next breath needed to be quick. I'm definitely not that bad, but I have been that sick where breathing hurts. I have been that sick. I'm lucky I've never had. I had some bronchitis a few years ago. It wasn't terrible, but it hurt like hell, especially as a person who had childhood asthma. I've had horrendous sinus infections that knocked me out for a couple days. I've had the flu that I thought I was going to die. So far, I've felt like shit, but I haven't felt like I'm on death's door. So that's an improvement, generally speaking. But I've been taking a lot of the normal stuff that you should do for precautions. Been taking zinc, been taking a lot of vitamin D. I've been getting a lot of sunshine. It's just, I knew eventually it was going to happen. Like, I should have just gone ahead and got the vaccine once it was available for everybody, but the lines were still ridiculous. So the irony being, right now, there's like almost no wait to get a vaccine anywhere. But I can't get one because I currently have the disease. So I have to wait until like a few weeks after it's cleared, and then I can actually get the vaccine to also help my immune system. So it's really funny. Just a common things that happen. Oh, well, that just sucks. But yeah, no. So far, I'm just inconvenienced. Like low energy, but then times where I'm just normal. Like right now, I'm mostly normal, but I hurt a little bit. And I'm making sure I breathe deep. So like I said, I need to keep doing my workouts, but I can't go outside now, so I can't go for a walk. Like we did on Sunday. The reason I thought I didn't have a fever is because I had a sunburn. So it was kind of weird. I thought that the heat in my body was just from the sunburn. A lot of weird conflicting things. So my body was hurting from working out, and I had a sunburn, so I ignored both of those symptoms. And I'll tell you this. So before going to jury duty, you fill out all the paperwork, and of course they have COVID-19 paperwork. And it says if you've experienced any of these symptoms, check it off, and then, let us know, and then, whatever. So I go, and I check headache, sinuses, runny nose, whatever, and sore muscles. But for me, those are all attributed to things I was doing, not me being sick. And then they didn't even check that paperwork at all. So technically speaking, I was in jury duty with COVID. I was wearing a mask the entire time, so at least there's that. And social distance, so that kind of sucks. Second dose. Yeah. I don't go by... This is one of those tricky things. Most people I know have had zero issues with the exception of either fatigue or pain at the injection site. Nobody that I personally know of has had any major ill effects. However, I do know that there's at least one brand I do not want. And if that's the only option, I'm going to be like, nope, sorry. I'm going to go over here and wait for the good stuff. So, I think the main issue with it is a lot of people may not even know they've ever had the disease, and that seems to be one of the triggers. So if you've had it and you get the shot, you seem to have a bit more of a reaction. Maybe it's a more of an autoimmune reaction to your body because it's kind of being trained to do something it's already done, if I had to guess. Um, so a lot of people say that once they've had it and then they get a shot, they get a reaction. So, but my friend Chris just got the Moderna shot in her shoulder, the first shot, and she has a giant red welt where the shot was. And her husband, who is in the medical field, said that's a kind of rare reaction, just to injections in general. But to me, I was like, you might want to get that looked at because that looks pretty bad. Um, but in theory, that may not have anything to do with the shot itself, but maybe a not so clean injection. Okay, get your second dose, Anthony. Okay. Lindell, what's up? My mom got hives from the first shot. The second one was completely fine. Yeah, see, it's a toss up, realistically. Like, that's the thing about it is like, even with normal everyday vaccines that you get, you can totally have a ridiculous reaction, you know, depending on your immune system. Some people are allergic to the solution, like, not the actual thing that is doing the work, but the stuff that's carrying it. So people will have the reaction to that as an actual allergic reaction. That's normal. Um, my wife, she when she got the shot, the first couple days, arm was sore, but no ill effects. Second shot, about 3 days later, she kind of felt like crap, and then it went away, like after one bad day. So, I mean, it's a toss. I mean, she's got lupus, so if somebody with lupus isn't going to have a major reaction to it, then, I mean, what is? You're going to get the J&J. Good luck for you there, buddy. It's like, you mean the one that they put a full stop to because it was having terrible side effects? Like, I don't know, blood clots. 2 weeks ago, my aunt and cousins were diagnosed positive. All we did was order food for them through deliveries, and the family doctor assigned constant monitors. Now, were they okay? Oh, okay. You're answering the question now. Cool. Yeah, exactly, Anthony. J&J. It's like, I don't care about getting one shot and getting it done. Who cares? But see, here's the funny part about it, at least from all of the quote unquote research I've done. If you only get one shot, like, of any of them, and by all means, YouTube, I'm not doing it. This is the information I've gathered. If you get the Pfizer or you get the Moderna, the 2-shot system, a lot of people now aren't even bothering to go back to get the second shot. But the funny part about it is the first shot, from what they've looked at, almost gives you the same protection as the Johnson & Johnson. So you're kind of 70-ish% if you just get one shot. You know, if you want to get to 90% percentile, you got to get the second shot. So in theory, if Johnson & Johnson had bothered to make it into a 2-stage shot, they would be as effective, but still have the, well, you got to come back in 2 weeks. Who the hell cares if you got to go back in 2 weeks? You know? There, okay. Yeah, I mean, like, now, don't get me wrong. I know people who have died. My uncle died last year, a couple other people. And, well, basically, they were all elderly. So it is what it is. I mean, it's tragedy in and of itself, but, you know, elderly with underlying conditions. And, like, for me personally, I've got high blood pressure. Excuse me, I keep burping. I've got high blood pressure, always have, and well, fat. I'm really fat, so so that would be my mitigating factors. But you know, the annoying part is not knowing where I picked it up, so I can't tell specific people, hey, go get yourself checked because I got it here and I've seen you since then. So, I mean, even if I track it back 10 days from Monday, that would be what, like like the previous Thursday, something like that. So that would be at work. So, I mean, maybe it happened to work. Could have been either a coworker or anywhere I might have gone at work. I get around, as it were. You know, I don't know. At the moment, I only know of one other couple that is out currently. But that's because their kid tested positive, so he picked it up at school. They're fine after the first couple days. Great, because I was trying to have you play it on in the background. I managed to lock in my work keys in an office. That's stupid. No worries, I'm fat too. That's funny. I was talking AB. What were you trying to type, MX? Any tips on using Tamiya Extra than cement? Yes. Use it, but don't use too much of it. What do you speak Spanish? I can read Spanish. Doesn't mean I know it 100%. I only took 3.5 years of high school Spanish. You think I'd be better at it, but no. My aunt in Jersey got the second. Eric can translate for me. Eric's my translator. My aunt in Jersey got the second shot. She only got the chills. Mother got hers in July. You look doing well. Thank you, Hida. You look doing well. I'm alive so far. Though I will say this light is actually hurting my eyes, so there's definitely some sensitivity to light. I might turn that off here in a little bit. Fuck it, I'll just turn it off now. It don't matter. You guys can see me. I can also adjust a little bit here. Hold on. Got to proactively play with the camera. Good enough. I don't care. Last year I got my blood analysis and they said I had Tricilios alto. I know alto is high. Yeah. Or stop. Alto could mean stop. Actually, that could be worse. Yeah, I'm doing good. Whoa. Bad mouse. I am doing good for now. Day 3 of this garbage. So hopefully tomorrow will be like the peak, and then I'll just kind of coast to freedom, as it were. But I do need. So we actually have a work program that allows you to get paid for 10 days while you're out sick. So I need to do that because I haven't been able to work this week, and they were burning my option days. So I'd rather get those back instead and just get paid out for not being at work. There, now I'm on the right channel. Were you on the wrong channel? It's okay. I put it up on both so that everybody could see what was going on with me. So if you are watching from the It Doesn't Have to Make Sense channel, for those who are the fans over there, which is like a whole completely different subset, I do want to get back to doing reactions to things. Right now is the longest I've actually sat and talked in the last 2 days because I actually have a voice to do so. It's good. Do you have a wrong channel? I have an incorrect one. Yes, the second channel. That's the wrong channel. Seriously, my eyes are burning now. I'm probably going to take a shower before bed. See, that was the other thing. So I felt like crap when I got home on Monday. So I took a nice hot shower, thinking I would just, loosen me up and stuff like that. And then that's when I kind of crashed, and I was like, I guess somehow spiked another fever or overheated myself. So I felt my extremities were cold, but my body and my face were like burning up. It was really strange. So I'm like literally under the covers. So like my hands and my feet were freezing, and then I would pull the covers up, and then my face would just feel like it was on fire. That was crazy. My work had civid sick leave for me, so I didn't have any I didn't have to burn any of mine. Sorry, that took me a minute. Translated to high triglycerides. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, triglycerides. You got to watch that shit. Alto can mean tall. Yes, he meant tall, high, all those things. Was out for over 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, we've had a lot of people go out on it either because of themselves or a spouse or a kid. So it's nothing new at my job. I did contact my direct coworkers. Only one got back to me, so hopefully the other one listened. So he said he would go get tested as soon as he could. He wasn't feeling sick or anything like that, but I told him, it's like, dude, I've been dying since Monday, so go get your shit checked. But I haven't been to work since Saturday, and Saturday I was feeling totally fine. Saturday was Saturday was a fantastic day at work. It was one of the only days in the last 2 months, maybe longer, that I actually had a decent day on Saturday. And without going into too much detail, everything basically played out well. So it was good. What does Porta Nova mean? I don't know. Oh, God. Why do I always got to come up with the names, Eric? I got to come up with color schemes. I got to come up with names. Also, I have COVID brain, and you want me to come up with names? I did find myself kind of at a loss for a certain word earlier, but that might have been normal. Got my hands on P-Bandai Testament. Ooh. And Wing Zero Verka. Ooh. Trying to build Wing Zero and paint scheme in the Snow White color version. Is that the same color? Like, see, my thing is with everybody's getting the Wing Zero and basically painting it the same kind of color scheme. So that's the thing. Yeah, I don't know Zero. That's funny. That's actually funny. Yeah, I got nothing for a name on that one, Eric. I have no idea. I do know that I really need the Gurren Lagann Lazengan kit, and I can't find it anywhere. It's Snow White colors. Yeah. See, I've been doing Snow White colors. Now, everybody, I think you did an X. What's up? Did a Zeta and G3 colors. That would look cool. I'm thinking of that Almaro color, that weird pinkish and gray color. But yeah, no, the G3 colors, that'd be neat. A lot of things look good in G3 colors. White and purple. Everyone does it. Even Eric. I'm going to go old school. I've got the MG Rick Dime on the way and MG Ground Gundam in the backlog. Okay. I don't have... I have P-Bandai kits on order, but I don't have any other things coming. So I'm hoping that the Mark V comes soon. I just realized that, did I ever get the Geo5? No, I ordered it. I don't think I did. I don't think it's come yet. This color scheme is all mine, right? You must go. All right, sorry. Thanks for coming and hanging out, though. I got a Core Gundam 2 in Titan colors. Oh, look at you, Mr. Steven Middendorf. Yeah, I haven't gotten those yet. And they're sold out because Bandai is behind on frickin' everything. By the way, what was the earlier question about the ultra thin cement? Did you have a more expansive question? I know I said be careful with it, but you didn't give me anything else. I'm almost salty about not jumping on the Testament wagon. I'm not, because I could care less about the Testament. It looks cool, but I've got no need to have it. If you guys know me at this point, outside of 00, I don't have a need to have everything anymore. It's like, if it's cool to me, I'm going to do it. But I need to figure out what I'm going to build next. I've got too many things in the backlog. Maybe I'll put up another vote. Cleaning up seam lines with it. depending on the seams, what I've seen is you kind of load it up on both sides, and then when you squish it together, you'll get the stuff that out through the seam. Then you let it dry, and then you sand that shit. Basically. Zero Gravity is releasing another kit following the judge and damn pictures. I don't not care about that. I kind of like the idea of that lightning strike or whatever it's called. I think it's a stupid idea, but it looks kind of cool. Seed Simp. 100 full mechanics freedom. Yeah, I don't understand that, except if it's meant to be modeled after the life-size one. Totally don't get why we needed that. Especially because we already have a new freedom. We have the 2.0. Why do we need another 1 to 100 version of the freedom? Joe Guns. As you prepare parts and bond parts, chemically melt splash when put, but yeah, chemically bond form one part. Yes, Joey, we know how that works. I got all the core Gundams and the armor's mine as the Anima. I've got the Anima. Maybe I'll just knock that out real quick. I've got the Anima Rise and armor thing, weapons, weird black thing that it comes with. Low visibility versions from Gundam Base. That's weird. Dude, I've been building these number 57 armored puppets line. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, that's what I was saying, that freedom is modeled after the statue. Meh. Joey, go back. Not Joey. Eric, go back to work. Super glue is a mechanical. Joey, why are you defining these things? I have defined these things already in my video about super glue versus cement. But for me, depending on if you're trying to fill a seam, like there's one that is like purposely there, yes, you want to like fill it with like super glue and something else and sand it clean. But if you've got just a 2-piece part and then an absurd seam that's there because it's like an old Zaku kit or something like that, then that's what I did. I literally went with the thing, and when the plastic squishes out between it, let it dry, and then send it to hell. A crystal core set? What is that? Imagine building an army of MG Jins. I kind of want one of them, like just to build it. I don't know. Like it's a cool kit, but it's like, do I need it? Like I need the rest of the Seed Gundams, like, and they're old at this point, so it's kind of hard to get a hold of them. Look them up. Nice little 124 scale robots. It's too much effort, Steve. It's too much effort. What was it? Hold on. Number 57. Puppets. It sounds familiar. Gotta look. Oh, I've seen those. I just didn't know what it was. Okay. Yeah, I saw those on BBTS. I had no idea. I didn't know it was a model. Okay. They're from Sentinel. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got you. They're actually, it looks incredibly similar to 30-minute missions. I got you. Joey got me wanting the Gun Girl stuff, but those aren't available. Did you find separate release core Gundams weren't as loose as the ones that came with the Raven? Okay. I still need those other core Gundams. Can't get them anywhere. Then you animalize in the core 2 kits. There's enough parts to make an entire clear armor set. Oh, I gotcha. That's what you meant. But I don't like clear things, so no. Not keen on that, if I'm honest. The Amatsumina Princess of the Sky design looks wicked too. Too bad it's metal. Mom loves to build 30-minute submissions. Yeah. I haven't built one in a while. Dion actually just sent me pictures of one he's just wrapping up. Gun Girl Lady, that thing. Saw the tips of the barrels are a separate section of the runner and could be molded orange easily. Okay, well, hopefully they do that for the U.S. market so we can get those. Clear kits are a waste of plastic. Yes, X, you're correct. Have you seen the new Ninja Turtles stuff? That's kind of vague there, Jerry. You're gonna have to narrow that down. There's been a lot of stuff from Super 7, and I did order the April O'Neil from NECA, so I'm already on top of that. So you're gonna have to narrow down this new Ninja Turtles stuff. And I saw some custom Gundam Ninja Turtle post Sean sent to me this morning. No. The beef up versions of TMV. Check the Discord. I don't want to go to the freaking Discord, Jerry. It's probably the same shit I seen posted everywhere. Hold on, I'm in a different Discord. Give me a second. But see, are those real or are those just design images that somebody made? Because to me, it just looks like whatever. I mean, they're cool, but yeah, I saw those this morning. Not gonna lie, I really don't care about the turtle mecha. They can be cool and me also not care about it. Like, why does Donatello have a sniper rifle? And Raphael has giant clauses on fake arms. Honestly, they look like IBO, like modified IBO kits. Heat Boys? No. Yeah, I absolutely don't care about them. You got Mikey, basically like heavy arms. Like I said, they're cool. I just don't care. I did see the entry grade strike, though. That's interesting. I'm more interested in that because it's something that I care about in a way. Oh, I gotta close everything here. Gun Girl Lady stuff's available if you just have to have it shipped to the US. Yes, I am aware of that, Anthony. Joey was going to order me some. Tattooed Toy Hunter, what's going on, bud? I sees you. What do I think of the entry grade strike? I just said that. I don't understand the point of the entry grades. I feel like the entry grade is like almost just a simplified revive, I guess, for lack of a better term. I need to get the entry grade Grandpa because it's available at Target, and then I'll put it together and then see what I think. Because if it's not, if there's anything that's just worth having for comparison, it's Grandpa because I have so many of them. Excuse me. Elbow cough, elbow cough. Yeah, says the EMT who went to New York at the height of the initial infection. You look like you don't feel well. I mean, I'm okay, realistically. This is also not the best lighting in the world. I just turned off my super bright lights because it was kind of hurting my eyeballs. Feeling better than I did yesterday. Feeling better than I did the day before. So hoping that tomorrow, if at my worst, it happens tomorrow, and then I just pick it up from there, I'll be good. But no, I don't feel well, Mr. Tattoo Toy Hunter. I have the COVID. I'm just happy that the wifey doesn't. She's not feeling good, but she tested negative. But she's also got the vaccine. So she might be reacting to the fact I have it to some degree, but she can't contract it. I don't know. She's talking about her head hurts and she's nauseous. But the weird thing is my mom is in the same boat, but I have not had contact with my mom in like a month. So in my thoughts, there's something in the air. which pollen and other crazy crap has been in a weird position lately. I smelled something burning this morning. Like weird, like metallic-y plastic burning smell when I walked outside this morning. I don't know what that was. So there's stuff in the air. I don't think the EG kits are aimed at us. I don't know who they're aimed at. So I might not get one. I feel like Integrate is more of a toyetic collectible. That's a interesting word there, X. But I personally wouldn't mind if they do some more UC stuff. Sure, why not? And lunch is over, back to the desk. Get your ass back to work, Jerry. Sorry for disturbing. Did you guys see the real Gundam episode? Gundam? Yeah, no. We've seen the Gundam build reel, and it sucks. Okay, it's not that it sucks. It's definitely not for me. I watched it. I skipped through it. I believe I watched it on Discord or on a live stream, and I was like, I don't like it. I don't like anything about it. It just doesn't. When they, it's another version of a live action anime, and it's not done well. However, a really good anime was the Demon Slayer movie that I saw on Friday. Just wow, they have balls. Like no spoilers, and if you've seen it, no spoilers. The Demon Slayer people, they've got balls for what they did. Just start a movie, you'll be fine. The pollinating is something I don't miss about Texas. Yes, the pollinating. The thing is, like, heavy duty pollen season, like spring pollen season, is essentially done. So now it's just particular days of bad pollen. Like today was a really bad tree pollen day, and I'm mostly allergic to like cedar and stuff like that. So not going outside today did me good. And the only time I went outside today was to go get my test, and I had a mask on, even in the car. But I'll tell you what, it felt awesome, like just having the AC cranked in the car, though. Gundam real meh, yeah, basically. You know, it wasn't worth my time. Like, keep giving us other series so that you don't have to follow up on the incomplete series from, almost 10 years ago at this fucking point. It's like, we'll never get the proper end to Gundam Build Fighters. Pollen ending. Observer. Yeah, no, the pollening. Or indiscriminate tree bukkake, as I call it. I mean, they could have pollen in Antarctica. Just frozen pollen. Just frozen tree jizz everywhere. By the way, I got this thing. I got this. Gotta review it tomorrow. I did the initial reaction today, along with the unboxinating. Now I'm gonna mess with it again with the instructions and see if I like it better. Because I figure, if you guys don't know, when I get new Transformers, I try to transform them without instructions first. If you are a member of the Patreon, you usually see these things. Also, this guy, I wasn't even going to attempt to transform it without instructions because it's one of the more complex things that 5.2 Toys has come up with. Yes, it's 5.2, not 52. I have been corrected on this now. In a comment, and two by someone just being nice and sending me a message on Facebook, and then we've been talking. By the way, they have another 4-pack of figures coming that I absolutely have to get, given its color scheme. So that's gonna be good. The Happening, really happening. We don't talk about The Happening, Steve. Gun Girl Lady is better than Gundam Build Real. Yep, that's true. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Poll ending is... Never mind. I live in the northernmost part of Texas, southwest, as the rest of the country calls it. The air is just dry and dusty. I get nosebleeds when the weather changes. Yeah, I believe you. I mean, the farthest I've been up in the North Texas without just passing through was Midland, Odessa area. And I remember it being stupid dry. And we were only there for like a couple days. Hell, I get nosebleeds every now and then here. Yes, it's 5.2 Toys. Apparently, it's supposed to... Hold on, let me go look at the message I received that explains it. From this lovely person who sent me this. Also, sent me heads up on their new Beetle, how there were some issues with it. So I don't know how this person is connected to them. in any way, but he's got inside information to a degree. The company's name is pronounced 52 Toys. 5 and 2 means I love in Chinese, so it means I love toys. It's interesting. But yeah, here's the funny part. Like, the most viewed stuff that I've got out right now is my 5-2 Toys reviews. Like, just scrolling back, like, the last few months, like, some of those have thousands of views, and my Gunpla has, like, hundreds. Like, it's like this whole channel just about to become about robot boxes. But yeah, the upcoming set is another collaboration set. They've got a new version of the parrot, new version of the shark, new version of the crab, and a new version of the as I called it, the swimmy brontosaurus. Plesiosaur. There we go. It was coming to me eventually. I like that the shark has like almost legit shark coloring. It's pretty cool. That picture did not do the thing. But either way, you guys should get what I meant. Dang it! Every time I turn it, the picture just goes away. What's this? I had to clean up a nosebleed at work today. That was fun. Your own or someone else's? Because I've had to deal with my own nosebleeds at work. Like, to be fair, a lot of my nosebleeds come from the fact that I am a habitual nose picker. Always have been. It's a thing I can't not do. Haven't been doing much of it in the last couple days, though, ironically. But there was one day I was in the middle of nowhere, and I just did the wrong thing. And I believe I have a permanent scar right on the inside of this nostril, like in here-ish, that I keep opening up by too much whatever. And it gushed, like, and I had nothing. I literally had nothing to stop it. So I was literally doing this. I'm driving down the road with my nose plugged with my hand like this until I could get to the nearest. That messed me up. The nearest gas station, and then like I got some paper towels and I got cleaned up. It was all over my hand. Your box toy love is pretty prominent. It seems like you've got the 5-2 toy niche nailed. Yeah, they finally shared one of my reviews the other day. It wasn't one of the better ones, but at least they shared one. Actually, no, I take that back. It was the oh hell, it was one of the newest ones. Was it the Landbreaker? It might have been Landbreaker. No. Which one was it? It was one of the ones from the other day. Get nosebleeds from the cocaine. I wish I got nosebleeds from cocaine, right? I bet cocaine would knock COVID right the fuck out. I don't really joke about cocaine since the wifey used to do it all the time. It's something she has no problem talking about. She used to be a drug addict, and cocaine was her drug of choice. Either way, I've gotten random nosebleeds from weather changes as well. I was sitting in class, my second semester of college, probably, and just sitting in class watching teacher do whatever bullshit, and then I was like it just all of a sudden, and then I went, and it's just blood, and like I literally just shot out of my chair and ran to the bathroom, but like the bathroom was downstairs and down the hall. So I made it to the bathroom, of course, but mind you, nobody knew what the hell happened. They just saw me run out of the classroom. Took a couple minutes, got it under control, and then on my way back, I noticed I had dripped several times along the way. I got pulled over yesterday from wearing the scorpion mask, and I have another mask underneath the scorpion mask and a face shield. That's ridiculous. It's a little much, Carl. Yeah. I mean, like down here where it's usually like stupid humid all the time, when we get those super dry days, especially in the winter, it can just happen like out of nowhere. I've woken up to a nosebleed, not like my buddy Trey. I know this is a really weird topic we're on now, but who cares? My buddy Trey showed me and I think it was almost right before his wedding, or maybe right after. I can't remember. I know the apartment he was in was the same apartment they lived in at that time. And he sent me pictures. This is the early days of text messaging and stuff. Maybe it was on Face or on MySpace even. And he had a nosebleed in his sleep, and it was like all over his pillow, on his shirt, and like he woke up and his pillow was like stuck to his face from all the blood. It's like, dude, that's kind of ridiculous. Kane versus Vid, street thug running into an Irish mafia member. No, it's a Mortal Kombat showdown. Speaking of which, Mortal Kombat movie sucks. If you like it, good for you. I thought it was terrible because you guys didn't watch my quick review of it. It was awful. Like, there were good things that mostly had to do with like the fan service. Everything else about that movie was garbage. And I feel like they ruined it in the edit. Like, it could have been a better movie. They may have had more stuff, and then they ruined a lot of things in the edit. And just the writing and the acting, all of it was garbage, except for Kano. Kano, as everyone says, Kano is the best character in the whole movie because he's the only one who knows he's in a Mortal Kombat movie. Everyone else is definitely playing it too serious. So, don't the Mortal Kombat films usually suck? No. The first one was amazing. Hey, I still hold the original Mortal Kombat movie in high regard. Like, the worst thing that you can say about that movie is that the CG for Reptile was bad, because that was the same year, if not, oh no, I take that back. It was a year after Jurassic Park came out, and they made a Reptile that looked that bad. But like, that one followed a storyline that made sense. That one had the tournament, that had the reason why Shang Tsung was doing what he was doing. It gave every character proper motivation from start to finish. You know, the second one, Annihilation, was a garbage movie. Not only did they kill off a good character, they replaced another character, and then they just did not know what to do with half the other characters in that movie, so they just made up really dumb shit for the sake of fan service, and it ended up being a terrible movie. Lyndon Ashby as Johnny Cage was my favorite, yeah. I work as a janitor at a zoo and I had to clean up the aftermath of a decapitated goose first thing in the morning once. I don't know what to do with that information, Ben. I don't even know. Have you seen the MK vid meme? No. I never played MK. Is there a story to the games, or just fighting like Smash Bros? No, there's a story. Smash Bros has a story. No, Mortal Kombat has a story. Actually, it's a very deep story. But here's the thing, and I said this in my review. If you want a good Mortal Kombat movie that gives you fighting, that gives you story, that gives you character building, they need to do a trilogy based off of the original Mortal Kombat novel. That was a fantastic story. And it followed all the main characters from the first game. I believe it even carried into some of the characters from the second game. It gave enough backstory and enough motivation to everybody. And it gave you Scorpion and Sub-Zero's history. It gave you the history of Kung Lao, which is far more important than a lot of people give it credit. And then also gives you at least Shang Tsung, all that kind of good stuff. So the Mortal Kombat novel was fantastic because it was not based on anything. I had the decapitated gut. Okay, this is weird. But yeah, no. If you get a chance, and it's not even that long of a novel, I don't think. But the original Mortal Kombat novel was really well done. Now maybe that's just because I read it when I was a teenager, at the height of Mortal Kombat stuff. But even to me, the history of Kung Lao how he's basically he's given an amulet as he's chosen for like a much like in the past. He's chosen to be one of Earth's champions, and the amulet he's given is from one of the gods, and it actually gives him immortality, but not in the way that he doesn't die, but that he gets reborn again. And he ends up getting killed by Goro in that tournament, and then he gets reborn later. And he doesn't necessarily have memories of the past, but I think he can be like the memories can be revived. But then it also gives credence to how Liu Kang and Kung Lao are kind of related, all through the Order of Light, because Kung Lao was a priest from the Order of Light. But then in like modern day, he's like a priest and doesn't have that fighter instinct at all, and he gets kind of drug into it in the same manner. So it's actually really good. Yes, Scorpion's Revenge apparently was actually pretty good. I never saw that, even though it was animated. Mm. Now I'm going to talk about it because most people have probably seen the movie. So Cole, the main character of this movie, is set up with his connection to Scorpion. And the whole time, by the way, spoilers, if you have not seen it, go ahead and click away. If you don't care, then I'm just going to talk about it. I'll give you a minute. Character select screen for vid, and then again after character. Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, vid. I get you now. I'm just waiting. So if I hate to see anybody leave, but if you don't want to get spoiled on this really dumb movie, then click away. Okay, so Cole is the descendant of Scorpion. He's eventually given the kunai that Scorpion was killed with. Now, the entire movie, Cole is having visions of Scorpion. You know, when he's sleeping, when he walks past a mirror, all these things. Now, if you know the history of Scorpion, it was Hanzo Hashim. How's it? It's Hashima? Something like that. I know it's something along those lines. Something Hanzo. And he was killed, goes to hell. If I remember correctly, it's is it Chinook or is it the other guy? Basically gives him his powers. No, Chinook is their other one. It's the bald white guy that basically turns him into a demon. But he comes back in possessing either his son or one of his descendants in the main storyline. Like his evil spirit basically comes back kind of like Ghost Rider and have to possess a mortal body to get his revenge. So in the book, if I remember correctly, he possessed his son to go after Sub-Zero, who of course killed him and his clan. Eventually, of course, getting revenge. But what this movie did is made it 400 years in the past, so that he could not be directly like transferred into his son or daughter. We don't even know what that baby was. But the whole idea is that what they should have done was Cole, well, he couldn't awaken his arcana or whatever it was. It should have just been he becomes the body for Scorpion to get revenge. Because if all it took was him to get his blood on the thing to activate Scorpion, that was so stupid. Sorry, we're totally in a different topic here. 4 beam sabers or 3 beam sabers and a beam rifle. Hazashi, thank you. Bless you. Hazashi. 3 beam sabers and a beam rifle with a beam bayonet. That's a little ridiculous. Fair play. I'll try to add one to the kit. There you go. I think that's just too many beam sabers. Beam tonfas, maybe, if you're going to go full on unicorn. But yeah, no, that for me. If they had made Cole into the embodiment of Scorpion to get revenge, especially given the final setup for the final battle, it would have made way more sense for Scorpion to take over him to get his revenge, not just appear out of thin air. That was just, to me, that was stupid. Yeah, of course. Cole is super boring and uninteresting. He's not a good character at all. He's supposed to represent us being involved, and then he's a good fighter, but he's not. So his power he develops becomes a defensive power to make up for his lack of defending himself. And then he takes down one of the greatest fighters on the bad guy side. Fairly easy once his power gets developed. So yeah. Cerebi disagrees and Grievous seconds that. Grievous can kiss my ass. Part where he punches ice. Yeah. Just punch at that ice, man. Punch at it. I mean, to be fair, Liu Kang sucked as well. They made Liu Kang a very uninteresting character. Sonya was almost interesting. Like, she was kind of whiny and not as big of a badass as she should have been. Like, that's kind of like the original Sonya was a hardcore badass who's out for revenge and after Kano for that revenge. This one turned Kano into a silly sidekick for her and then gave her regrets after not being one of the chosen. All she had to do was kill Kano. Like, she already hated his ass. All she had to do was kill him, take his thing, and boom, we're on the ride already, and we don't have to deal with Kano. Instead, we let Kano get into a position of power, gain his abilities, betray everybody. You know, it's just really stupid. It's like, the good guys, including Raiden, were really stupid in this movie. Like, oh, bad guys are here. They're gonna kick our ass. Put up a shield. Nobody fuck with my rod. This rod protects us all. Dragon staff. It makes a shield possible. I kind of forgot that even existed. I fell asleep. Like, how bad is a Mortal Kombat movie if you fall asleep? Baby! What's up, my love? You're gonna go lay down. Is it bedtime? It's not bedtime. We've already been to bed today. I'm going back to bed. Did you clean the kitchen?
I'll put the dishes in the sink.
Okay. Can you bring the NyQuil into the bathroom so I can take it before I go to bed? Please.
You need to get over this shit. I'm tired of being your gopher.
6 years in. Sucks that you have to do it for a couple days, huh? All the rest of the time. I wonder what it's like. At least I'm not like, baby, can you? I'm gonna start doing that tomorrow.
I drink a lot of water and I felt a little better.
You're probably dehydrated.
My elbow is swollen.
What's wrong with your elbow?
I don't know.
Does Grievous even have lips? Yes, he does. They're in a jar somewhere. Now he's only a brain and some internal organs. And eyes. He had eyes. Raiden was bad. Raiden was a moron. Like, it's like, well, I can't really interfere except for totally interfering. And I could give you all the information you need, but I'm not gonna. Kung Lao had like 2 good scenes, but given his character and the importance, they even tried to make Kung Lao and Liu Kang be important by dropping the Order of Light and them being cousins, and then just like, whoop, we're not gonna worry about what we just said. That attacking a fighter before the tournament was forbidden, hence the tournament. Yeah, like totally forbidden, except when we do it, then it's fine. What do you mean we're not supposed to do that? Yeah.
Where's the microwave?
Is it on the counter in the kitchen? Is it on the table? They're out there somewhere.
Yeah, you both, right?
Yeah, it's out there. I know. I saw it. It's blue, bluish greeny color. I have to now go find my own NyQuil. Attacking the fighters before the tournament was forbidden. Yes, they even brought that up in the first movie, which is why when Sub-Zero was kind of going after Liu Kang on the ship, they're like, hey, you can't do this. He's like, eh. Also, it was never explained whatsoever why Sub-Zero betrayed Earthrealm and decided to go over to Outworld's side, or why that was even an option. Because it seemed like most of Outworld's guys are all from Outworld. Like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Shang Tsung was not of Outworld. He's a human sorcerer who has pledged to the side of Outworld for ultimate power or blah 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 blah. So why were they all in Outworld? Like, and why 400 years later he calls him Bihan? I'm not Bihan. I'm Sub-Zero. Okay, I'm glad you're bringing that up now with your new, completely pointless armor. Seriously though, they could have just done away with the excessive armor. I'm not a fan of that new style bullshit. If you aren't cheating, you're not trying hard enough. Yeah. The opening Scorpion vs. Sub-Zero was good though. Feels like a different movie. Yes, it does. And that movie, I would have watched a Scorpion versus Sub-Zero movie. And then, like, if they really wanted to do Mortal Kombat as a series, they should have done Marvel style. You have all of these characters who have backstories, usually tied to other characters. Jax and Sonya to Kano. Scorpion and Sub-Zero to each other. Liu Kang, Kung Lao to Shang Tsung for the most part. So, I mean, if you build that up as to why you need to care about these characters at all and actually give us a story behind them, then it's something worth it. That's why the original Liu Kang was good, because he was someone raised in the Order of Light. He knew about Mortal Kombat, and after his brother was killed by Shang Tsung, he left the Order of Light to go to America and just not worry about it ever again. He was a reluctant hero. Did not want to face his destiny until he had to. That made for a good movie, and it made for a good character. This Liu Kang had no motivation at all. No character in this movie had real motivation to do what they're doing, except movie says so. And that's my biggest problem with it. Do I wish there was a revive of the HG Exia? I mean, realistically, if you get one of the Exia repairs, like the later versions of the Exia, it is kind of a revive because they did fix a lot of the flaws from the original runs, even changing the design. So, I mean, sure, it'd be cool to have a revive. Although what's really annoying is that there's one coming out in Gundam Universe, but guess what month it comes out? October. So, unless I can find it in time, that particular thing won't be a part of Double October. Also, Cabal should be an Earthrealm side because of history with Kano. Yeah, he was on the other side and had no backstory. Just some guy named Cabal is a smartass. I mean, he sounded like Deadpool virtually. Been enough content in games to fill a well-written TV series for several series. Hey, they did have a TV series for a while. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible. I think that this turned into a very shiny, effects-driven, fan servicey mess. And as I previously quoted to some friends of mine, it was about 2 Bud Lights and a big American flag short of being a Bay movie. Like enough understanding of the source material to give nods to the thing, but then completely botching the entire story overall and ruining characters. I just really hate the elbows is all I found. Anyone who's modified them. Okay. Hold on. Salty about when Zaccharillas announced an Exia remastered on April 1st. Well, I didn't see that. Though I wouldn't believe anything anybody said on April 1st. I figured you meant haven't. Sorry, I gotta look. Neighbor just came. Okay, so I've got Exia Repair 2, Avalanche Exia. I remember that I did this. Yeah, I did this straight up. Oh, duh. That turned into Grandpage. I was like, where did my original Exia go? Yeah, that turned into Grandpage. That's why I couldn't find it. No, I'm with you on some of the original joints not being that great. But that comes down to that original run of those Gundams. That's why the later ones definitely had improved improve stuff about them. So I mean, you could do something with them. Um, the other option is I have not built the Dark Matter or Amazing Exia HGs, so maybe there's something there that can help improve the normal Exia HG, but I don't know. Just got a few Macross 172. Have I built any of them? I have not. I've always wanted to, but they were always way out of my price range. I have no history with Macross at all. I only know of it through passing stuff, either whether it's Robocross or Robocross, Macross, or was it Robotech? I know what it is upon seeing it, but I have no history to it at all. Damn. Oh, gotta stretch. Gotta stretch. I have always wanted to do one, but just not one of those driving things that I needed to do. It's a grenade because it's based off the original. Okay, well, there you go. That answered my question, sort of, I guess. What's funny is I don't consider any of mine as plaster grenades, but most of them are on stands. And by the way, if you guys remember, not long ago, I got those triple action bases, and I have not done anything with them. They're still sitting right there. Right there. And the one I put together is right here. On the float. But I think I'm going to call it, guys. I am tired, obviously. I gotta go to bed. It sucks. The only thing that doesn't suck is I get to sleep in to some degree. If the wife would actually let me. She woke me up at least 3 times last night to take my temperature. Which, I mean, didn't really fluctuate all night, so. Lifting the ban or whatever on the US sales or ending the feud between JP holders or something to see them better price. Maybe. Oh, yeah. That whole thing where Robotech and Macross sort of kind of made up. I heard about that not long ago. Yeah, so something should change. So there's that. It is what it is. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed. I'll go take some NyQuil and pass the fuck out because this is the most tired I've felt in the last few days. So appreciate everybody coming to hang out with my COVID-ridden ass. It's always fun. So like I might do another live stream later in the week just to put out more content. But like I said, I'm working on filming stuff now that I have a voice again. Hopefully I'll be okay tomorrow. I'm keeping hydrated. But now I've got more transforming objects I can use. Can review. Like I said, if I get the retro review done, hopefully I can get that knocked out and maybe put out by noon tomorrow. I started doing a vlog talking about the whole COVID thing, but then I'm doing the live stream to talk about it anyway, so it is what it is. But guys, thanks as always for coming to hang out, and of course I appreciate all the thoughts and prayers and hugs and shares and all that kind of nonsense. So just keep the Shoky family in your thoughts. She's okay for now. Hopefully she'll stay okay because we can't really quarantine from each other in our tiny ass apartment. Like I would have to lock myself in the Shoky cave, and there ain't nowhere to sleep in here. So keep your energy up, eating vitamins, etc. Yep. I'll tell you what, got a big ass thing of orange juice this morning. So that helped me out a lot. So, and I got some more zinc. I got plenty of vitamin D3. Now I got plenty of vitamin C. I got lots of Dayquil. I should be fine. But see you guys later. Remember, as always, to keep on nerding, to keep on building. And if you're watching over on the other channel, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be loud. That's it. I'll see you guys next time.